Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. So I wanted to talk briefly about a movie I saw and have on Blu-ray now, and that is Edge of the Axe by Jose Larraz. Jose also made, I believe he's passed away now, but he also made Deadly Manor, which is getting a Blu-ray release soon, which I watched once and wasn't thrilled with. And I think the other one was called, I want to say it was called Vampires with a Y, and that one was pretty good. That one I enjoyed more. Um, Edge of the Axe, yeah, Vampires with a Y. Edge of the Axe is a slasher movie with some mystery thrown in. It's about this killer who is murdering people in this small town, and throughout the film you're trying to figure out who the killer is. Um, the kills definitely seem like they're poignant and they're picking people that have something to do with something. They're not very random. The style of the movie is pretty cool. It's nothing amazingly new in regards to like being very different, but I did enjoy the movie, and I think it's a good, solid slasher movie and a good, lower budget film, I guess, that most people don't bring up when you talk about slashers. There's some good gore, and obviously it has an accented Edge of the Axe being the title, and the axe hitting the people looks pretty cool, and there's some special effects and stuff, practical special effects, which I enjoy. Um, the movie focuses on the killer, but it also focuses on this couple who, like, this girl moves back to this town, if I remember correctly, and she had sort of like a upsetting or traumatizing upbringing because something happened to her, one of her cousins, and he got hurt very badly due to her pushing him on a swing. And she's trying to hit it off with this guy, but he seems to really care about her and want to be with her, and she seems very off in space. Like something is sort of wrong with her. She gets angry very quickly. A big focus of the movie is he has these really fancy back then huge computers, and he has one in her room and one in his, and they play games on their computers. You know, I, I don't know if the internet was available then, so I don't know exactly how they were doing this, but either way, um, that's kind of a little focal point. And then the story starts to unravel, and you start realizing you never really guess fully who the murderer is until near the end, but it starts to kind of piece by piece come together. And then at the end of the film, they obviously show you who the murderer is. I think the killer looks very cool. He has almost like a Michael Myers type white mask. It's on the cover of all the Blu-ray cover, and I think the DVD cover as well. So you may have seen it before. Um, I think that the storyline is pretty cool. It's fun to follow and see the violence and the gore, but also to try and figure out who the murderer was. I was incorrect. Um, and it's just kind of an under the radar horror movie that I think if you are sort of burnt out on Friday the 13th, Freddy, and the American horror films, I think giving this sort of Spanish inspired, Jose Larraz film a chance, I think is a pretty good idea. I did, as I said, see Deadly Manor. I was not impressed, but I do want to give that one another watch before I pass my final judgment on it. But Edge of the Axe is getting a lot of popularity right now because it's coming out on Blu-ray, or just did come out on Blu-ray, excuse me, and is being released by Arrow Video, who puts out a lot of strange underground horror and stuff. So let me know, guys, if you saw Edge of the Axe, what you think of it, and if it sounds interesting to you. I think it's a pretty good underground sort of slasher mystery film. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe.